Here's a breakdown of how printers work in the tattoo industry. So we have two main categories. We have just regular printers like that work with toner. Usually we just do black and white in a shop to save money. And then we have stencil printers, stuff we use to actually print like the tattoo stencils to put on skin to do tattoos. So we have three subcategories. Inkjet, which is the Epson EcoTank. Thermal scanner printers, which is the Thermofax, which was used since the 50s, although it's obsolete now, made obsolete by the cheap Amazon thermal scanner printer, which is around $100 now. Third category is just straight thermal printer, the Brother PocketJet series. These ones with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So we'll start with the inkjet. Any EcoTank works. You have three sub requirements. You need your transfer solution, stuff to put the stencil on. You need the actual ink, the purple ink that we put in the tank instead of the printer ink. And then we need the special tracing paper to run through the printer. Problem with these, clog very easily. You really need to print with them every day to keep them from clogging. It's very difficult to set them up, get jammed a lot. They just have lots of problems, and it's difficult to understand that you really do need these three products. You don't want to use the knock. For thermal scanner printer, the Thermofax, everyone says these are more reliable, but they're not. They still need service, and they don't have as much detail as the cheap ones, so the cheap ones really put these out of business. The only thing is with the cheap one, there is no digital option. You actually have to print a thing with a regular printer and scan it in to make a stencil, whereas the inkjet, it's all digital. I use the Epson app to send a print. I can also print from my iPhone, my iPad camera roll, the Photos app. I can print directly from that. You do need thermal stencil paper, any kind of stencil solution. The most common one is like called Stencil Stuff. There's like 20, 30 brands of these, you know, they're all a little different. I personally find this to be the best one of them all. Last category is just straight thermal printers. That's like our Brother PocketJet, the darkest and the most detailed. However, they don't work for photos. If I tried to print a photograph through this, it would just jam and be a horrible mess. And you need thermal stencil paper. And as I mentioned in other videos, I use Spirit brand, but there's lots of different brands. Spirit is the best by far. You need, again, another stencil transfer solution like this one or one of the other ones. Problem with these is the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi is always malfunctioning and not connecting right. I end up having to actually hook my laptop up to them because the AirPrint isn't working, which is super annoying. But I hear you can get those chips replaced with a better one, but for now, that's been the problem with these. All three of these have problems, and there's no one-stop shop for everything. On these cheap Amazon thermal scanner printers will break down after 6 months or a year a lot of the time, and they'll start losing detail, and they just don't last forever.